Hey guys, I really actually want to hear your guys' thoughts on the Hit versus Jiren fight that's actually supposed to be coming up after the 1 hour special that's going to be having where that Goku ends up fighting against Jiren. And after that, they actually said that they're going to have where that Hit ends up fighting against Jiren X. And that is the topic of our discussion that we're going to be talking about. Where that when it comes to Jiren versus Hit, I know that a lot of people actually have been wanting this fight and everything, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of one of them. But yet, when it comes to actually the way that they end up actually hyping up Jiren so much, to where that he's going to be like so incredibly strong, to where that when it comes to actually taking him on, it's going to be almost really incredibly, almost nearly impossible. Especially when Hit ended up actually showing Jiren some of his moves when he was kind of fighting against Dispo, and Jiren was actually seeing all of his techniques. Well, maybe if they actually had where that Jiren does actually show a little bit of what he can do during his fight against Goku, that Hit may actually see some of Jiren's techniques and may be able to try to counteract them also. Well, I actually think that what's going to happen is that Jiren is going to overwhelm Goku and most likely maybe actually knock him out. And not mean like knock him out of the ring, but just knock him out cold. And when Jiren's about to probably maybe throw him out the ring, Hit ends up actually coming and saving Goku. Just the way that Goku ended up helping Hit in his fight against the Pride Troopers. The fight between Jiren versus Hit, I actually have thoughts on this, because I can actually say this: if Jiren actually beats down Hit really fast and it actually doesn't give Hit no chance to do his time skip or do his other techniques, then Jiren actually will overwhelm Hit and actually probably turn into him pretty bad. But if Hit actually does have time to actually recover and counteract a lot of the things that Jiren ends up actually having, then eventually Hit is actually going to improve or actually adapt, because for some reason they end up taking out Improve, so they want to try to nerf Hit, so this fight will actually be interesting. But I don't want to go on a little rant, so that's about the size of what I'm going to say about that. But I'll say this, like in the early fight, Jiren actually probably will have it, but yet if the fight lasts longer during like a mid-fight, then Hit's gonna start to adapt to Jiren's moves just like he did against Dispo, and then actually have where that Hit is on a disadvantage, where that he ends up actually probably most likely getting defeated, or he ends up getting saved by Topo or Dispo in their encounter. Because let's say this, for some reason I'm not actually gonna count on a Hit whatsoever, because I'm only saying that because Hit does actually have somewhat of a backstory, and saying is that he's actually a legendary assassin and he's been living over 1,000 years. So that means that when it comes to him, he has actually mastered his craft when it comes to like fighting prowess, because he's a master martial artist. He's a master at pressure points. If he strikes you in the right spots, then you're going down. And believe me, over like 1,000 years, I believe that he has fought against other people that are just as strong as him, where that he was able to overcome, because he has said not to ever fail at completing a mission. All we actually heard from of Jiren so far is that he's basically like the second leader of the Pride Troopers, because Tobo's a leader, and I guess he's like maybe like a general or something like that, a lieutenant. But at the same time, he's like considered to be the strongest member of the Pride Troopers. And so far, the backstory we actually have only seen is that when they're actually having that they're recruiting Pride Trooper members for the tournament, that we actually just seen Jiren just like do like meditation or maybe like some kind of image training. All I gotta say is that Jiren's gonna probably need more than just physical strength in order to probably take on Hit. And for some reason I think that he actually has a secret hidden power deep within him too. I know that when he ended up actually dodging that Kachikachin, I think that's like how you say it, but he ended up actually dodging that without even actually seeing it coming. For some reason I think that because of that Jiren actually may have the power to see into the future. But then again, that's just like my opinion on that, because I really think that when it comes to what Jiren actually is bringing to the table, I think that it has to be more than just brute force. And I think that if actually they had where that Jiren just tears into Hit, it actually would just, I mean, like, they're just basically just totally disregarding the accomplishments that Hit ended up actually having, because he ended up defeating 2 Super Saiyan Blues. He One Punch Man Goku to death, and he actually had to where that Goku was actually terrified to even fight this guy. And he's actually really excited about fighting against Jiren. I really hope that they actually take that into consideration when they're actually having where that Jiren's fighting against Hit, and actually not having where that Hit just gets outshined by this new upcoming character, where that he ends up having where that he gets like automatically just knocked out within an instant. I really don't think that's actually really believable, and I mean, Hit actually hasn't really actually been really shown as much that we actually know his entire backstory though yet. And the way that if he gets thrown under the bus, like he's actually like nobody in this fight, then that would actually really be reasonable at all. In my mind, I actually won a really tough battle to where that Hit actually has, to where that he actually has a chance to try to overwhelm Jiren if he actually does have the opportunity to adapt to a lot of what Jiren can do. So, yeah, those are actually just like my thoughts. Like, what do you think about this? You think that Jiren's gonna overwhelm Hit and actually just tear him up and just be one-sided? Or do you think that Hit's actually gonna throw out a decent battle and possibly overwhelm even Jiren? Leave down in the comments down below, because I want to actually hear you guys' thoughts. And if you really enjoyed this video, maybe give it a like. And with that, I'm dropping the mic.